that goes by. People always ask me why black holes. Listen up, baby girl, shit, I'm about to let you know why I always got a black holes. Whoa. They talking shit up in my comments. Yeah, they don't know, but I'm about to block them. Cause every day, I block hoes. They be being shady, yeah. Whoa. Cause you know I block hoes, baby. In different area codes, baby. You never know, but I block.
Hey y'all, happy Friday. What is up, everybody? Shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for being tuned in on this good old Friday. Thank y'all for y'all patience. Shout out to my girl Sweet Queen for holding down the chat per usual. I almost didn't go live today, y'all, because it's the weekend, but I don't have plans today. I got plans tomorrow with my oldest son. But I said, let me jump on live so we can discuss a few little things here. Okay, listen. And in the streets, it's kind of quiet right now. So it was a good time to go live. Well, at least I think it is. But anyway, shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for being tuned in. Let me see who we got up in ya. And then we're going to get this party started. Because, it's a lot of questions floating around. It's a lot of concerns. It's a lot of people wanting to know what's going on, are moves being made, and blase, blase. Okay, so we're gonna get into it. Let me see. Hey, my girl, of course, Sweet Queen. Shout out to you again, Miss Geneva, blessed beyond measures. My bro Terry in the building coming through with the copyright. Shout out to you. We got Michelle the Bell, Virgo Goddess. We got Miss Amina, Miss Jeanette, my girl Myla. We got Jazz So Jazzy, Miss Peggy. We got, hold up, let me see. Queen Sag in the building, Miss Rhonda. We got Miss Dee Dee, Jaisha. Yes, grab your seat, girl. Grab you a seat. Miss Diggs, Aaron in the building, Miss Margaret, Miss Ashley, Miss Jackie. We got Jaquita, Darlene, Miss Angela Dickerson, Miss Rebecca, Taniba, Miss Terry, Miss Pamela. Shout out to Miss Vanessa for getting that membership. And you right on time with it too, because the next members live that I do, y'all, that's gonna be the live where I'm gonna drop all the tea. Okay, I'll just let y'all know in advance. That's gonna be it. I don't know for sure when I'm gonna do it yet. It might be Sunday. I'm gonna see. It just depends on what I have going on. But if you are not a member, you might want to grab one of the memberships. Okay. Hey Key, hey Queen Money Stove Gang. Let me see who else up here. Shout out to Miss Vanessa again, Miss Geraldine, my sis Miss Jen in the building. We got Miss Sandra. We got Anaya. We got J Marie, the realistic, Special K. Okay, Tabitha, Steph's Puffin Stuff. Miss Linda, Tennessee Girl is in the building. The real McCoy, shout out to you. I ain't seen you in a little hot minute. You say thank you for pronouncing my name correctly. Look at me, because normally I be messing people's names up. I try my hardest not to, but I'm glad I ain't butchered your name, girl. Hey, Miss Lisa. Hey, you changed me. What's up, Eric DG? Shari in the building. And that's it for now. Shout out to all of you guys. I'm pretty sure more will come in as the live progresses because this is impromptu, y'all. I threw this live up here. I was trying to make a thumbnail earlier, which I was supposed to do it a little earlier, but I was in and out of falling asleep. I had to go bring my kids, so child was just all over the place. But we here now, so that's all that matters. Okay. Thank you, Special K, for getting that membership. Don't keep my comment. Haven't been here in months. You have, and I ain't seen you in a while. I ain't seen your little butt in a while, girl. Hey, Krista. Yes, y'all. Make sure y'all get y'all memberships because if you was in the last members only live, I did tell my members that the next one is the one that I will be dropping the tea. Okay, so if you want to know everything that's going on as far as the court situation and all of that, it will be in the next members only live coming soon. If I don't do it Sunday, it's gonna be for sure Monday. So wait, let me make sure Monday in the night because I got my oldest son got an appointment. Let's see. Hold on, y'all. Let me check. No, the night is Wednesday. Okay, we good. All right, y'all. So as y'all can see the caption, who's in contempt, the saga continues. So we're gonna just discuss a little bit as far as what's been posted. And then y'all can pretty much tell me who y'all think is going to be held in contempt as far as third party, blase, blase. It's a post. Hold on, y'all. Let me find it because I didn't pull it up, child. It's a post that Mr. Sleepy made. Let me see. Hold on. Well, y'all already know the first one because we discussed, the posts that he been making every day pretty much. We discussed those, the past posts, but it was one that he made most recently. So let me see where he actually posted the contempt paperwork, which is crazy. I don't know if they realize or not, but they are literally making it worse on her. They're making it worse for her. And that's real crazy because, there's some people that think that they aren't third party, but when it's based on the relationship and it's based on what she shares on her platform and all of that. So you got to be real considerate of what you're doing out here, especially when the courts are involved. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. Gotta find that post. I might have to go there because I know I screenshot it, but where is it? Hold on, bear with me. Um, where is that dog? Post child. Hold on, y'all. Okay, I found it. All right. Oh, let me do my disclaimer. If y'all would like to donate to me monetarily, you can cash at me $sign Lupac one. You can also buy me a coffee. Shout out to my coffee people, especially the ones who buy coffees when I'm not even live. I really, really appreciate all of you guys' support. You can also support the platform by getting a super chat or a super sticker. There is a gold set. It is not mandatory, but it is appreciated as it contributes to, the revenue of this live stream. Okay. What else? What else? What else? Shout out to all of y'all that's getting memberships. That is also appreciated. I do have a lot of members only content over there. And like I said, I will have a big members live coming up either Sunday or Monday. Hopefully I can do it Sunday. But if not, y'all just expect it for Monday. You can also support the platform by hitting the like button. That's free, child. You can't beat free, okay? Hit it before you even come in the chat, especially if you hear on the regular. Because I do hear people saying, "Well, I don't know if I'm gonna like the content or I'm gonna like the live." Or, well, if you watching the content on a regular basis, then 9 times out of 10 you're liking it, whether you want to admit it or not, because you keep coming back. Okay, so just hit the like button. And make sure y'all watching those ads, please. I forgot to turn on my doggone ad revenue yesterday. And shout out to Miss Judy because she said, "Pac, I didn't see no ads because I forgot to turn it on, unfortunately." And it made my live stream really, really low with the revenue yesterday. But that was my fault, y'all. But yes, y'all, make sure y'all watching those ads. Please do not skip them if y'all don't have to because that's how we get paid. But anyway, shout out to y'all. Okay, so I found the post, y'all. Okay, so Mr. Sleepy decided to post. I have been getting a lot. Oh, and mind you, like I said, he did put up the the contempt paper. Matter of fact, y'all want me to put it on the screen? Y'all comment if y'all want me to put it on the screen what he posted, or y'all just want me to read it to y'all. Let me know, because I could do either or. So I'm gonna read it regardless. But if y'all want to see what he posted, I can send it to my email and add it to the screen. That way y'all can see with me as I'm reading it. Somebody let me know. Screen, y'all want to see it? Okay, let me pull it up. I already didn't send it, y'all, because I had a feeling y'all was gonna want to see it. Let me see. Let me pull it up. Come on, okay. Why is it me? All right. Present, share. All right, y'all. For the ones that want to see it. Okay. So he posted this, y'all. And the minute that this was sent to me, I was like, man, they are really trying to get this girl held in contempt. How he don't realize that he is considered third party is crazy to me. Like you are literally one of her baby fathers, sir. Not only that, if you didn't think you would be considered third party, and it's not maybe because they know they won't be in trouble, but they're not considering the fact that she will. She's gonna be held in contempt. Not you, but her. Because you literally posted the contempt paperwork and antagonizing this man regularly about it. You tried to intimidate him into signing off on a passport for his child. Like, oh Lord, it's gonna get real hot in these streets, baby. So he said, I have been getting a lot of DMs, RH. Man, I'm really disappointed in you, fam. After all this teaching I have been giving you, let me let me just read. And it's still nothing is sinking in. Lamont, you really trying to get the mother of your daughter locked up. Who does that, yo? Who who does that? Who stays absent out of their kid's life for 6 years just because another man is in the picture? But that's neither here nor there. We're gonna just, that's just if we're gonna compare who does what. Okay. So he says, y'all, our divorce. Who he right there? Y'all out this way y'all can see it's not me, it's him. Y'all our divorce, build the bridge, get over it, and figure a way to have a healthy co-parenting relationship and live y'all life. Parentheses. me and my Me and my family, we good over here, and she looks like she is good over there. Time for it's so many run-on sentences. Time, wait, good over there. Time for you to get yourself another rib after you fix the issue within yourself and get closer to God. Then you will be ready to seek a woman, not a woman seek you. Parenthesis. I still can't believe you said that and tried to use the Bible, but I'ma teach you. First of all, how can you teach anything with all of these grammatical errors is the number one question. How can he even be a student if he can't understand what you present? That's first and foremost, because I'm having a hard time reading it. Like it's the child. At this point, sir, you need to go have several seats, please and thank you. And you know what really gets me, y'all? It's the fact. Matter of fact, let me pull my StreamYard back up so I can see y'all. Well, at least y'all in the chat. But what really gets me about him is you're not perfect, sir. Just because you repented and you decided to give your life over to God does not mean that you are now in a position to cast judgment on how this man moves with his baby mother and their child. You have no room. With all of the errors you made in that situation, you should be real quiet. You should be real. I look at it like this: unless you're in a position where you could be setting examples, you shouldn't be saying nada. You shouldn't have not even a ounce of an opinion on their situation, because this man helped take care of your kids while he was with that woman, not the other way around. So the fact that you even have the audacity to think that you're in a position to where you can give him any advice. And it's the enablers and the co-signers for me, be the ones that be all in his chat just because they don't like RH. They will ignore everything that this girl came out here and said that he did. That's what's even crazier. Because if y'all gonna use the information that was put out about RH, y'all shouldn't be ignoring what was put out about him either. Because it was a whole lot way worse, if you ask me. Anytime dogs are even in the picture when it involves kids, that's 10 times worse. Regardless if it was in the past or not, because if you really want to talk about it, RH, their situation is in the past also. So make it make sense. And let's not forget the ignoring of the future, the present relationship that is also considered an abusive situation. Y'all ignoring that also. So I just don't understand, child. Then you got let me speak to the I just seen Cindy. You should already know I was coming for it. Because if y'all remember in his last post where he was, referencing RH, right? He stated something about not okay, let me see if I can find it. Because I feel like I can explain it better if I pull it up. Thank you, Jaquita, for the coffee. Thank you, Miss Collins, for the cash app blessing, and Miss Geneva. I appreciate you guys. Shout out to y'all. Let me see. It was his last post that he made where he mentioned RH. Let me just go to his page. I have to find it faster than looking through some doggone screenshots. Let's see, y'all. It's the hypocrisy for me though. That's what it really is. It's the hypocrisy. Hold on, let's see. Okay, so if y'all remember, RH made a point. Shout out to all the green people coming through. I see y'all coming through getting in green, baby. Shout out to y'all. Y'all will not be disappointed. Like I said, there's a whole lot of content over there, and it's very different from our public live streams. Just to let y'all know, y'all gonna be real entertained. So keep RH, y'all. Matter of fact, shout out to RH because RH is giving real petty. You could tell he's sick of these people at this point. Like he, for the most part, he was extremely quiet throughout the saga, but I think he's at a point to where he's sick of these people, and he tried to spare his baby mama. You could tell, even though a lot of these people out here try to make it seem as if he's just this bad person. He's just this bad person towards his baby mama. He don't cut her no slack. He's obsessed with her. He's this, he's that, he's this, he's that. All projection. They all projecting, right? He spared her. And I think a lot of people know that, especially the people that's been watching the saga from the beginning, even the people that's been on her side. It's a whole lot behind the scenes that a lot of the CCs don't even speak on, y'all. And that's just me keeping it a book. It's a whole lot. And that's both sides. Or each side and lie on your side. That's just keeping it a book. It's a whole lot that's not spoken on. So it just behooves me a lot of the behaviors that's portrayed publicly as if we all don't know what really happened and what's really good, like what's really going on. That's crazy to me. So RH posted message to the Buster. That Buster word takes me out every time. The Buster who's been tagging me all down his Facebook timeline. I need to see you take them kids shopping during spring break. I'm only accepting video proof. Hashtag sleepy stay woke, right? So, you know, Sleepy has a habit of every time RH responds, keyword all caps, responds, because all of this is a response. But if you look under in his comments, you will notice that these enablers in the comments make it seem as though RH something is wrong with him mentally. He got a problem. He's obsessed, but he's literally just responding to what's being put out. Everybody knows that sleep has been coming for him for a while, subliminally and directly. So he's literally just responding to this man, right? And you can see it in the message. He clearly said, message to the buster who's been tagging me all down his Facebook timeline. Like, make it make sense. So, Sleepy per usual shared it. And he captioned it. The caption says, so I'm getting tagged about this, and people are concerned about you, RH. That's gaslighting, one. They find it concerning that you want to see a video of another grown man shopping for their kids. Mind you, he stated something similar in his last post that he wanted to see from RH, right? So it's only concerning when it's involving RH. Oh, okay. So he said, what's your point? We don't boast like you. Y'all remember these words that I'm reading. Remember these words, key words, because he literally contradicts his own self with every single post. He said, we don't boast like you. This is coming from the man who posted a barely 10-second video showing himself, videoing himself getting out of a Corvette and then videoing himself getting right back in. But we don't boast like, we don't boast like him. We ain't around here with 5 and 6 chains on, trying to flex bait. Okay? Yeah, but anyways. So he says, laugh out loud, man. At this point, just stop it. You're almost 60. Last time I checked, 44 is not almost 60. Maybe 50, but not almost 60. And everything doesn't have to be put on social media. Y'all remember that. But your ex will clearly tell you, I do my part, even though I don't have to explain anything to you. But you and your weird fans are very disturbing. But I have a challenge for you as a man. Teach your daughters about the Bible, what really matters, how to love God properly. We don't want to see pictures of what celebrity you think this is. We don't want to see how much jewelry you wear. Somebody talking about jewelry, y'all. Contradicting. Um, you wear costs, and we don't want to see that you dream about Tupac. Your words, I'm only accepting videos, you reading the Bible to both of them. Repent, keep the commandments of God, right? So y'all remember the key words I said. Like he said, they don't boast, he don't act like RH, he don't boast, he don't post things for basically for public validation, blase, right? This was 5 days ago. If y'all remember, if you guys were in my live stream that I did a couple days ago, this was before I knew that he had those kids for spring break. One of the things that I said was, I said, y'all pay attention to how he's constantly saying he's not a social media dad. He don't do things for social media. He don't have to tell people what he do, blase. I said, but RH hurt his pride. He hurt his ego. And I said, the minute he gets those kids, social media will be the first one to know. Who remember me saying that? Because right after I said that, I started seeing people in the comments say, Pop, he went live. The kids in the live stream. I said, you just cannot make this up, y'all. So it brings me to, and I even finished reading the contempt situation. We're going to get back to that. And shout out to everybody that's coming in. I see y'all coming through, but I don't like to keep this, disrupting the, what I'm saying because it throws me off. It makes me forget, y'all. But shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for being tuned in. So it brings me to, if y'all notice his latest post, right? He posted a picture of him and the boys in the barbershop getting their hair cut. And his caption says, before I even get into his caption, is that not seeking public validation, y'all? What happened to not doing things for social media, not having to show what you do and all of that? What happened to that? I don't care if it's one post here or there. If you doing it, then you're doing it. Then you got people contradicting themselves in the comments, child. Like, make it make sense. I seen somebody who said, you not a wait, let me go to it. Hold on. Somebody in the comments said, hold on, y'all. Let me get to it. That's what I call real father gang, just not for social media or for likes and views, right? So when I seen that comment, I was like, baby, he posted it on social media. Like, are we seeing the same thing? And then somebody responding and say, "What you think this is?" Like, clearly, is it not obvious? It so what my question to the people is, if you're gonna say that RH is not real father gang because he posts his memories and his moments with his kids on social media, then what do you consider this man who just posted them in the barbershop or constantly going live when he got them? Because if you notice, every time he gets them now, he shows them off. He's posting them every single time. It might not be every day, but he's definitely posting and letting it be known that them kids with him. Because you gotta remember that men might not say when something is affecting them, but they gonna show it. And just the fact that he does the complete opposite of what he claims RH do. I mean, not he do exactly what he claimed he do. I said that wrong. That alone shows that he's bothered and he has to prove a point. Because if you didn't, you wouldn't have posted the barbershop picture. You wouldn't have went live in the every time you in the vehicle and they in the back seat. You wouldn't be doing that if you didn't care. And it's kind of like a what and what type situation, y'all, because it's like if you don't, okay, let me speak on RH for a second, right? Somebody came out here and clearly, literally ruined this man's whole brand and pretty much everything, right? So if RH don't post certain things, and this is controversial in my opinion because this is a topic I see a lot on social media. You know, where people think that it's pretty much, even though some people do things to be validated, but you have a lot of people that don't think that social media can validate certain situations, right? Take for instance, RH posted a video earlier where him and Momo was walking and he gave some food to a homeless man that was eating out the trash can. So a lot of times in those situations, people tend to look past the generosity and, you know, what could possibly be a good moment because it's posted on social media. But here's the thing, and this is where I kind of am half and half when it comes to those type of situations because to be honest, I don't too much like when people do stuff like that either. But I'm half and half with it, especially when it comes to RH, because if he don't post it, they will never believe he did. Hold on, y'all. Oh, I had to cough and drink some because my voice be going in and out when I start talking a lot. But if he don't post it because of how somebody put a stain on his reputation and the jacket that he has to wear now, if he don't post certain things, people will never believe he's doing them. So I don't have a problem with it when he does it because of those reasons. Now it's different if it's another celebrity and you know they don't have this type of stain on them or whatever, whatever. Then it's like, okay, now you're doing a little too much. You're doing a little too much, right? But you can also tell that was an in the moment type of situation because RH didn't show himself going in a restaurant, buying some food or da-da. Him and Momo was already in the restaurant, and I'm guessing that was his leftovers, and he just gave it to him. So you gotta consider all of that. You gotta look at context in those moments. You know, let's not always take away the fact that it's a good situation, heartfelt, generous, and just start dumping all over it because, which I know we all know they do it just because it's our age. Because it could have been somebody else. If Laonia would have did it, they would have been praising her. But because it's RH and the stain that and the jacket that he has to wear now, everything he does is criticized. Look at this situation. I just spoke to y'all about sleeping in a barbershop, getting the boys' haircuts. RH just took Momo get braids. They are literally all down this man's neck about him getting his child's hair braided, as if that's not a good thing. I've never seen a situation like this where people can literally take the good out of the situation. Why do y'all think so many, like not so many, but why do y'all think a lot of those moments when it's involving fathers and daughters, those moments go viral a lot. And it's a reason why. Because there's so many D beats out here. That's why those moments go viral because we don't see enough of it. That's the type of content that women want to see and they cling on to because a lot of women have DB baby daddies. It's a lot of broken homes out here. So it's just sickening. A lot of this stuff is sickening to see. It's distasteful. It's disgusting. And I just don't understand some of these people. You know, like my thing is dislike, you can dislike a person all you want. Can't nobody take away from you how you feel. But when it gets to a point where your morality, your integrity, the values you're supposed to have are literally gone and you can't even acknowledge good things, that's some crazy work, especially when it's somebody on social media that you don't even know for real. Like they cannot acknowledge when this man do something good. Even when it comes to his child, you got disgusting women trying to overly actualize, put the S on the front. Even him in moments with him and his daughter, where his daughter's sitting on his lap and or he's hugging his daughter, she leaned up against him. You got disgusting women who their little pea brains go to overly actualizing those moments as if that's not his DNA. That's his child. But y'all had nothing to say when Janastros was doing it. That's what bothers me. Like y'all was praising stepdaddy. His stepdaddy season. He loved him cheering. He doing his big one. All trying to make RH look bad and throw in his face another man who's not even her father when they were antagonizing RH with his own child. Y'all was praising it. So you mean to tell me that child can sit in Janastro's lap, but y'all gonna criticize it and over actualize it when she sit on her daddy, her biological father? Child, y'all need help. And I ain't talking about y'all. Y'all know what I mean when I say y'all. Them people need help. Like they do entirely too much at this point. They're doing entirely too much. But y'all praising this man. This is what the second time we seen him in the barbershop with these boys. I know it. I only seen two times. This is the second time I've seen it since he been on social media. Since he woke up. Since he woke up, this is literally the second time that I've seen a barbershop picture, right? But he's real father gang because of it. Like one, we gonna stamp him after one post. Y'all gonna start believing me when I tell y'all stuff. I literally told y'all this girl has a problem with him also. The only reason why she praises him on social media is because it validates her storyline. Other than that, she have an issue with him too. It's a lot of subliminal posts that are made that people need to take heed to. One being, let me tell y'all this before I read the barbershop caption. This is a post that was made that she shared, right? The other day. I think maybe it was yesterday. Where is it? Hold on, y'all. Let me find it. She shared this yesterday. It says, Lao, you share this. Please stop acting like it's normal for the mother to carry all the responsibilities for the kids. It's not normal. It's stressful. It's draining. Who could she possibly be talking about? Let's have a real conversation. Who could she possibly be talking about, y'all? She can't be talking about RH because he's the parent who's 50-50 with her. He's getting his daughter every visitation. He's paying his child support. Regardless of people like or don't like the fact that he filed for a decrease in child support, which is needed because they literally ruined his livelihood. He should have been did that if you ask me. But besides that, this man pays almost $1,400 a month in child support, and he gets his daughter on the regular. Not to mention, he buys her things while she's with him. They constantly doing stuff. All of that costs money. Why y'all talking about, oh, he be having her on the clock. He be working her. Y'all act like this man got her doing construction work, or like they offshore laying pipes. They are literally dancing in video clips, recording themselves eating. It's called family vlogging, family content. Do y'all criticize all them family vlog channels over here on YouTube? I really need, that's a question that needs to be answered. Because that's the same thing. I hope y'all know. I hope y'all know. How y'all think those kids grow up and able to go to college on a full ride? The parents are able to pay for scholarships, full ride scholarships for their kids, get their kids nice brand new vehicles once they graduate or once they make 16. Because parents, let me tell y'all what they do with those vlogging channels, right? They set up savings accounts for the kids. So when y'all hear RH say, "Oh, it's," even when he was still with the ex-wife, when y'all hear him say all of the kids are content creators, that's a fact. Why y'all think Laonia has individual pages for all of her kids? They're content creators. They all was under KT management. Like, let's stop playing. Let's stop trying to crucify this man and act like he doing something so bad because he's doing content with his child. And ignoring the fact that she's still experiencing everyday activities. Like, he's literally taking her places every single day. They didn't went to the slime museum. They didn't went to the regular museum. They go eat out at restaurants. Baby, that child is living the American princess dream. Do you hear me? She ain't missing nothing. She gonna be able to grow up and say, I did all of this with my daddy as a child. Like, how can y'all be mad at that for real? I'm not understanding. Take your bitterness out of it. Take what your baby daddy or your ex-husband did to you. Take it out of this situation. And look, because listen, we all done been in situations, but everybody ain't holding him accountable for what they've been through. If anything, it's some of us out here that's praising him because it's refreshing to see that. That baby be lighting up when she with her daddy. Y'all try to make something out of nothing. Ooh, she look uncomfortable. Ooh, her smile, her frown, her face says it all. Child, are we watching the same thing play out? She is living a dream. Y'all getting mad at this man when the other ones ain't even getting the same benefit. They gotta stay with daddy long legs all the time and be stuck in the house. While baby girl is living the life. She gets individual quality time with her dad. You barely see Miss Season with him. He's literally giving all his time to his child. You cannot be mad at that. And if you are, it's because you jealous and you're bitter because your baby daddy don't step. That's it, that's all. And let's not forget, this same baby mama who is now saying little things is the same one who said not that long ago all her baby daddies step. I don't think I need to define all. She said that not that long ago on Snapchat. Matter of fact, I could play it for y'all. Because y'all know I keep a hot receipt now. Thank you. Wait, hold on. The soul of a woman. I didn't even see you send me that. Thank you, my love. I appreciate you. Thank you, Life with Key. I'm just seeing it, y'all, because I got my phone on silent. And I love you more. Okay, let me play this receipt for y'all because it's like people be forgetting. When Mad Day come, we dealing with somebody. I mean, it's a pattern. We dealing with somebody that when Mad Day comes, everything good that was said goes out the window. We should know how the game go by now. Like, it's obvious and it's apparent. So I just don't understand why these people be pretending like certain things didn't happen. But you cannot be mad at this man when it comes to his child. Oh, and let's not forget how they like to throw his oldest daughter into the situation. Because they good for pushing the goalposts. They ain't gonna admit that he doing a good job with baby girl. They gonna bring up his oldest daughter as if it's not a strain on their relationship. It's not a one-sided type of thing. She's almost grown. She's 17. And even at 17, you make your own decision. He has no control over what she got going on. Like he can't that's a situation where he can't really do much. Only time can heal those wounds and try to bring them back together. It's going to take time because it was betrayal there. It was deception there. It was manipulation there. It's a whole lot. When you're in a situation where social media is at the root of your problem and you don't know what's going to make it to social media, that's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to rebuild that type of relationship when everything comes to social media and everybody is tuning in and adding their opinions on it. So I don't think that's a good enough uh reason or a good enough situation to use or try to take away from the fact that he's doing his big one when it comes to his baby girl. Well, you ain't doing, let me see you do that with your oldest daughter and your granddaughter. Y'all don't know what effort he's putting in behind the scenes to try to make that situation better. Y'all don't know if he's giving her space and allowing time to heal all wounds. Like, come on now. It's like people start acting like these type of situations don't happen in everyday life. That's what I don't get. Cause let me tell y'all something. I go hard for my three. And they can tell you my oldest son is here now. All three of my kids fall. Because I make sure they have what I didn't have. Like when I tell y'all I do my big one on my children, but it's more so like rewards. Like you gotta bring me something too. Them grades gotta be on point for one. Y'all notice we don't hear too much about grades, right? But them grades guy, y'all know I talk about my oldest son all the time because he's an overachiever, which my other kids make honor roll too. But my oldest son, he's an overachiever. Like he going to every academic competition, all of that. But I said that to say because it's just if let me use him for example. If he was to ever do what we seen done in this saga, I'm cutting you off. Period. I'm cutting you off. I'm gonna take care of you till you old enough to do it for yourself, but you're not finna be getting everything extra. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. And it's harder to say that, especially when you're the mom. See, it's different when it's the daddy in this situation because your child don't live with you. So you don't really have enough, you don't have the type of control that you would want to have. See, it's different for us because our kids stay with us, y'all. That's why I don't understand. But everybody parents differently. And we gotta also consider the fact that it's gonna be even harder to parent when you got thousands of people watching your every move and trying to tell you what to do with your child. They don't consider that either. Oh, hold on, y'all. They don't consider that either. Everybody got something to say. Everybody got an input, or I would do this, or you wrong for that. Or you that's your child. As if kids don't be wrong too. As if kids don't be wrong too. He ain't the only one in that situation. Like y'all gotta stop it. What you call me? Boy, my coffee Prince. My son talk about yes, queen. That boy crazy. Uh, they gotta like come on now. That's for one. That's why I try to stay away from that topic, y'all, altogether because that's real sensitive. I wouldn't want nobody chiming in on when it comes down to me and my kids and how I parent. Because no, that's not your business. First and foremost, and a lot of things are out of his control. For if you really want to keep it a buck, because he don't be bringing the stuff to the internet. He has to respond eventually because they make it to where he ain't got no choice but to respond. It's not him. The most that man do is post some pictures and videos. You got people, you got one baby mama getting mad when he do that. And I don't do nothing for her. She don't even like you for real. She don't like y'all. And I could speak to that also because if I could recall, we all seen a live that Dawn just did where shout out to Dawn. Dawn showed messages and said that when somebody needs money, they reach out to her and she calls the daddy. So it's him giving that money when the money is needed for his child. But y'all act like he don't do nothing for his child. A lot of things are out of his control. And that's why I say this is a real conversation. Because what would you do if you in a situation where you can't tell your child nothing? They don't really listen to you, and but they still need stuff. What would you do if that's your child and they're disobedient? They don't listen to you. You can't tell them nothing. You can't parent correctly. You don't know what's gonna come to the internet. Like, you know what? Let me get off of that. Let me get off of that because I've been said some stuff, child. Because listen, when it come to mine, play with me if you want to. You know who go hard for you. Play with me if you want to, and see how you get a different mom. I don't play that. I do not play that. Anyways, let me find that receipt I was telling y'all about because it's there, and she said it. What is it though? Hold on, y'all. Let's see. Your little nice nasty comment. Kids don't stop no show. Y'all don't remember that? Where's that clip? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I'm gonna find it. Wait, let's see. What is? No, that's not it. She had on. Okay, I found it. Hold on. Let me put my earphones on, y'all. Ooh, hold on. Let's see. How I get these things tangled? All right. All right, y'all. Make sure y'all listen good. Let me know if the sound is good. We got 3:15 in the building. Make sure y'all running up the lights for your girl. Okay, let's see which one it is, y'all. So, and it was another one too. It's an actual receipt though. I would have to look for it. It was twice, y'all, where she said all her baby daddy's step. But this one is a video. The other one is an actual receipt. So I would have to look for that one. Where she replied to somebody in the comments. But somebody on Snapchat told her, but question seriously though, you think a man wants to marry someone with more than 4 kids? Question mark. Especially if they not all his kids. Talk to me now. Put me on, bitch, with some eye emojis. That's what that person said. Right? So let's play her response.
Absolutely.
Ooh,
Years, okay? I bring a lot to the table. So when it comes to dating and being with somebody and being with someone, baby, I am extremely beneficial. And when I meet somebody and I'm the batteries in their back, oh, I'm definitely doing the thizzle, and they're gonna be successful right with me. A boss with a boss is already a boss with a boss. Yeah, kids don't stop nothing, absolutely nothing. And let's make this clear: all of my kids' fathers are involved, so it's no bitter baby drama, nothing, none of that going on.
Ooh, did y'all hear that? All of my kids' baby fathers are involved, so it's no bitter baby drama going on. Or none of that. She's gonna keep going on. I'm gonna play the rest. But did y'all hear that for the ones in the back? For the ones in the back. I hope y'all know what involved means, right? And we can clearly see what RH is doing because we're watching it in real time. And here's what I don't like about these enablers and these bitter betties in the comments is that if he wasn't posting it, y'all will be claiming he's a DB. Y'all would be claiming that because it was a time where he was being uh prohibited from seeing his child, and y'all was calling him a DB as if he hadn't just got out of a 6-year marriage biological and stepdad on stepdaddy time. So make it make sense. We're in a situation where you can't win for losing. You can't win for losing. Like if he don't show it, they criticize him. If he do show it, they criticize. So my advice, RH, is keep posting your content, keep collecting your memories. Hopefully, eventually, a platform is created where the bag can get back to bagging. Because I don't think Facebook gonna make it back. I think Facebook is going down the drain, going downhill. But you know, it's other platforms that are paying, right? So keep doing what you do, and eventually, what's for you is for you. If it's meant for you to be on social media and be back at the top, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, Captain. So don't allow people to knock you off your square and tell you, "Oh, you're using your child for content." Uh, duh. He using himself too. What you think these other family vlog channels doing? They're using each other for content. I follow a whole bunch of family vlog channels. You got women on YouTube that's literally making babies for the bag to add to the numbers. Y'all got to make it make sense. The Henry family being one of them. Child, that they have a baby every year. And everything, every single moment is put on social media. They making a bag. Family content is where it's at. But it's not just one person who is the star. It's the family. Y'all gotta stop acting like if it wasn't for LA Truth, who started the brand, because let's keep it a buck, even though he's down on his luck right now because of the jacket he has to wear involuntarily, it's his brand and his name that started all of this. Everybody grabbed on to that coattail. Just because he down and out and he down on his luck right now because of we know what happened. Let's not pretend like it's not his brand that everybody's attached to, including the baby daddy. Okay? Because he wanted his piece too, which is why he keep tagging that man. He see the traction that's coming. And I watched and I noticed how when he do the ridiculousness, whatever it's called, them numbers be real, real low. But when he mentioned RH, baby, them numbers shot up. He know what he doing. He know what he doing. We ain't gonna pretend like we ain't seeing people saying, if you're starting a platform, make sure you hashtag LaTruth or LaTruth Saagaa. That's that man name. He's LaTruth for the ones in the back. Just because his luck is down right now, let's not act like we don't know why. Let's not pretend like we don't know why his numbers ain't doing what they used to do. Oh, child.
Going on my baby daddies, and I don't come with a package of drama with my baby daddies. Like my baby daddies know their place and they know their kids' place, and that's it. So when it comes to people saying, "Oh, somebody ain't gonna," that's a lie, and I hate when men say that to people. Oh, he
tell them, girl, you don't have no problems with them baby daddies. Except for the last one. Because the first one is pretty much non-existent. He only come out when he's needed. The second one, you know, he's a full. You could pretty much say he's a full-time dad because he has his baby on the regular and he pays his child support. You can't ask for more than that. The third one, he just, I don't even know what to say for him. He's okay. You know how when you child, everybody gotta go through the motions, right? Everybody done had that one ninja who was no good, and you know, well, let me not say that because I ain't never praised the ninja that was some trash. You ain't getting put on no pedestal over here. If you won't do, you just listen. You got to go. It ain't no praising you and acting like you doing this and that when you really not. But once that relationship ends, he gonna be back exposed on social media. Let me just say that. Thank you, Miss Ilka. I appreciate you. You say Pac the receipt queen. I love it here. Thank you, my love. Thank you for your support. Pac, I tried to buy you a coffee, but I don't know how. I don't know how to finish it. I received text messages about it. Oh, Somebody help her in the chat. I can't really explain it, but somebody, one of my mods can probably help you. Thank you. Thank you for your support, my girl. Okay, let me see. Hold on, y'all. I played that. But this was done. Oh, I got it. It sent it to me. Miss 903. Thank you. I appreciate you. This clip was done January 29th. January 29th, y'all. We're in April. So make it make sense. Yeah. It was done on Snapchat January 29th. So people gotta pay attention. Like at the end of the day, that man handled his business. He handled his business when it comes to his child, but it's only so much a person can take. Like he human just like everybody else and getting beat up on the internet. It's only so much one person can take. And people gotta consider the fact, you gotta also look at the fact that the situations are different. Laonya is being criticized for her lies and what she started, and she's still putting out lies. RH is being criticized for everything. Child, how he yawn, how he eats, what he wear, his finances, how he parent his child, what his numbers doing. Like he's getting it from all angles. He's getting it from all angles. Well, I can let me just speak for myself. At least on my channel, because I can't speak for nobody else, y'all. Everybody got their own individual platforms, but at least from what I see, speaking from what I see. But I don't criticize her like that. And it's a lot of petty stuff I could say based on her character and the certain things that she do, but I try to keep my platform clean. It was a time where we would really get into her ASS because she was doing a whole lot out here. A whole lot. But now it's like, no, nobody got time for that. I ain't got enough time in a day for that child. So we're gonna stick to the lies. We're gonna stick to the lies and what you putting out as an influencer. And this situation when it involves a Bruce and all of that. Because that's what's important. Thank you, Cancer 66. I appreciate you, my little Starbucks girl. All right, let me go back to what I was reading, y'all. Hold on. I think I was on sleep. Let me go back to that post with the haircut. So he says, I see so much of myself in all my children, especially my boys, from the oldest to the youngest. I'm glad the Most High has woke me up and showed me how to be a man. And I think he put that in that post, y'all. Let me take these earphones on if I start getting congested. I think he put that in that post, basically speaking to the past and his past mistakes, because he sees that bloggers and supporters are asking him about the past. He ain't crazy. He's calculated. He know exactly what he's doing. A lot more people are asking him about his role and what he did to her because of him trying to put his nose in RH's business. Now people want to know, what about you? Can you talk about your situation and the claims that she made against you? And saying, oh, that was the past, we passed. No, that's not good enough. That's not good enough because you're speaking on somebody else's situation, and that's the past also. So he's saying, I'm glad the Most High has woke me up and showed me how to be a man. I will admit I was a little boy when I had all my kids. It took me, that's a lie. You wasn't no little boy. I don't know too many little boys that are married and cheering, child. Like you was married, having children. You wasn't no little boy. Maybe your older ones, because he do have some that's older, y'all. Well, but I know for sure he got one that's, like probably 18, 19 or whatever. But to say you was a little boy having kids, that don't even make sense when you're older than Laonia. You gotta buy at least 4, 5 years. So you wasn't maybe starting out, but all your kids weren't conceived while you was in your teens. Some of them you had in your 20s. If that's the case, we all can use that excuse. because I got pregnant with my oldest son when I was 19, and I had him when I was 20, and then 25 for my middle son, and then child. Let's see, 5 years, 25, 30 for him. So if that's the case, we all can use that excuse as why we were, or somebody being a bad parent. Oh, I was a bad parent because I was young when I had my children. That ain't no good excuse. Everybody, not child. You, if you look at the generation of our grandparents and stuff, they was having kids 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 years old, and they still had to go get it. And if we going off of how they ran ish, y'all know, baby, you open them up to have a child. You are grown now. It ain't no, oh, how they doing now, how they coddling situations. He's still a child, she's still a child with the child. No. Back in the G, you have a baby, you're grown, and you gonna work. They even made them quit school. They don't have the luxury of now how where you can have a baby underage and you can still go to school and finish because your parents gonna watch the child. No, back in the G, baby, you quitting and you grown now. You gonna work and you gonna take care of your own child. Period. That's how they ran it back in the G. That's how it was ran. Nowadays they get coddled. They get coddled. Even though, let me say this, I ain't gonna say I disagree with it because if I was in that situation, I would try to find a way also. If let's say if it's my daughter, because it's different when it's your son because it's an outside girl, and her parents for the most part have to deal with the arrangement. But if it's my daughter and it was to happen, she gonna finish school. That's why this generation is different, but that's why I'm saying I'm speaking on how it was back in the gap. Like you didn't have that privilege, baby. Once you start being when you start doing adult things, you start having to move like an adult. And you had no other choice. You had no other choice. So that's just what it is. That's how it was. Let me see. So he say, I will admit I was a little boy when I had all my kids. I don't why he said that, y'all. All his kids. No, you wasn't. Say you was young when you started having kids. Don't say you was a little boy. But you know what I think, y'all? He's crediting the fact that he was a effer when he started having kids. I think he's using that as like an analogy for being a little boy. Oh, I didn't handle my business so that because let me finish it so y'all can see what I mean. He said, I was a little boy when it took me finding God to be the father I am today. Some men will be in their 40s, he's of course throwing a sub at our age, and still haven't developed into a man. The fact that you could even say that when this man took care of your kids when you were still a boy, because you said you was a boy. So I guess that means when this man was married to your BM and he was taking care of your responsibilities, that means that you considered yourself a boy, still a boy. So it was a short period of time, not that long ago, you would still be considered a little boy because you weren't handling your responsibilities, sir. Oh, and I also have a clip to play for y'all as well to validate what I'm saying, right? So he says, some men will be in their 40s and still haven't developed into a man. The only way that will change is to give their life to Christ. Shouts out to my barber Drew for getting us right for spring break. This man cannot make a post without subbing RH. You know you got it bad. He know he got it bad. Like, who child? He real mad about that. And I can see why, because when I tell y'all they be eating him up in his comments, they be eating him up, baby. You got somebody who said, hold on, let me make y'all out. Somebody in his comments said, wait, where's the first one? Hold on, y'all, let me see. Where is it? They said social media absent. Oh, screenshot. Social media for at least that's what I thought. See how you post a mine. Okay, so they said this is his first time getting his kid's haircut with the mother's allowance. LaTrue did it for 6 years and barely posted about it. So wait, that ain't it, y'all. That ain't it. And that's true because if you follow them in their family dynamic, you know that they were always well kept. They stayed with a haircut. RH posted the content was there. And that's why I don't like when people say, oh, he was just a social media dad. Okay, so does that take away from the fact that the haircut was still done? Because he posted a video of them getting their haircut, they still got their haircut. Because he posted a video showing them how to cut the grass, they still cut the grass and learn how to cut the grass. Because he posted a video showing them how to alley hoop and play basketball and cross between your legs, they still learn that lesson, regardless if it was posted on social media. Because he posted a video constantly taking them to the stores, taking them shopping and paying for it. You can see him pulling the money out of his pocket and everything. And Laonia wasn't even with him. Because y'all like to say she did everything. It's a whole lot of videos of him doing that. I didn't show it on my page. So he still did it. He didn't cut the camera off and go return the clothes. Them cheering still be wearing them clothes, baby. Because I seen them Nike outfits after the separation. Y'all got to make it make sense. Like, come on now. That's the point I'm trying to make it. Trying to make. You can't just say, oh, it don't count because it's posted on social media or it takes away from the title of Real Father Game because he's still doing it. It's not a skit. It's not fake. It's a vlog. People need to learn the difference between vlogs and skits. Skits are fake. Vlogs are real life. It's still being done. He was still spending his money. He was still investing his time. That's the difference. And I don't think a lot of people on here know that, y'all. And it's obvious that they don't based off of the comments that they make because they constantly saying, oh, he only doing it for social media. Them kids don't know that. Let's say that is true, right? Let's say he is doing it for social media. Guess what? Them children still getting those experiences and those memories. Momo's still going to the museum and play with the slime. She's still going to every restaurant and eat good. She's still going to the park. She's still going to the water park. She's going to the museum, the aquarium. She's still doing all that. You can't take that away from her just because it's posted on social media. That's the point I'm trying to make. When they try to use that to validate, because if he don't post it, y'all gonna claim he ain't doing it. So he can't win with y'all. So he might as well still give his baby girl those experiences, say bump what y'all say. Because at the end of the day, it's a whole lot of women that's in his comments being bitter Bettys that wish that their kids had those type of experiences. I guarantee you. Because a lot of times people often project based off of the complete opposite, knowing they wish they had that. That's why they bitter. That's why they bitter. And try to bring him down. Knowing his child gonna see that one day. Thank you, Jaquita, for that cash out blessing. I appreciate you, my love. Knowing she gonna see that one day. How y'all think she gonna feel if she see go on her daddy's social media and see, oh, you only doing that for the camera. Thank God he talks to his child and he let her know because you got grown women who don't even know the difference between a vlog and a skit. It's the difference, baby. One is fake, one is pretending, one is real life. One is real life. Just because I'm showing you what I'm doing don't mean I ain't doing it for real. Okay? Learn the difference. Learn the difference. So somebody also commented and said, the oldest son still throwing up the hand sign his daddy LaTrue taught him. It's good to see you taking them to the barbershop for the first time after watching LaTruth shelter them, clothe them, feed them, raise them, and keep them well groomed for 6 years without absence. And I never noticed that. And that's the thing. If y'all notice, when RH would post videos or pictures, even LaOnya, because when LaTruth and LaOnya was together, RH and the boys would always dress like triplets, right? Like, that's the cutest thing. They will always be dressed alike. So it's a certain pose that they would give. They would all have like it kind of gave the little West Coast hand signal, whatever you want to call it. And in the picture that Sleepy posted of them in the barbershop, the oldest son still throwing up the signal, whatever you want to call it, symbol. And they would do that in all the pictures with RH. So the person in the comments, they let that be known, like he's still doing what RH taught him. That speaks volumes. That speaks volumes. Because they sure would. And they still do it now. If you notice a lot of the pictures and stuff. That should tell you something. You know them comments be getting to him. That's why he be reacting to them. Because how you go from judging people based on you choosing Christ right now and to cussing people out in the comments. I'm not understanding. Isn't that not God like? Christian like? Whatever you want to call it? I'm somebody help me out. This man will go from all praises to the most high to cussing somebody out in his comments for a comment he don't like. I ain't never that's like that's like you in church and the pastor preaching and somebody in the congregation say something he don't like and he call him the B word. Where they do that at? Because he claimed he teaching the Bible. He claimed he teaching the word on social media, right? So that would kind of make him a pastor. He goes as a pastor, from what I see. But you cussing out the sheep. I'm so weak, child. Did I read this part? Okay, let's get back to the contempt, y'all. Because we are hour and 12 in and I ain't even finished this part. So let's start over. He said, let me go to the actual post. He said, I have been getting a lot of DMs, all right. Man, I'm really disappointed in you, fam. After all this teaching I have been giving you, and it's still nothing is sinking in. Lamont, you really not Lamont. You really trying to get the mother of your daughter locked up. Who does that, yo? Y'all, our divorce, build a bridge to get over it, not to bridge, get over it, and figure a way to have a healthy co-parenting relationship and live y'all life. Parentheses. Me and my family, we good over here. And she looks like she is good over there. Time for you to get yourself another rib. After you fix the issue within yourself and get closer to God, then you will be ready to seek a woman, not a woman seek you. I still can't believe you said that and tried to use the Bible, but I'ma teach you. But why not? Why you tried to use my post saying she violated court order? She did. Shaking my head, no, my G, it was you. How was it him? You, first of all, let me finish reading it. I'm gonna break it down to y'all. Um, it was you didn't like how people was getting at your SSA. She didn't have anything to do with it. But for the yes, she did because she brought it to social media, duck. Before hold on, y'all. Hold on. 'Cause I be ooh, child. Okay. Um, before the life of me, I can't figure out how you make subliminals for years. Somebody let him know. Can somebody tell him? This is why I'm gonna play that other clip for y'all too. It's like he's not grasping the fact that the only reason why we know about his absence, the pit bulls, the bruise, all of that is because of her. RH wasn't the one who had cheering with you. His uh anger towards you comes from her. That was his wife. That's from pillow talking. And him having to take care of your kids without your help. Just because it take a village don't mean that you can go absent. Don't mean that you can disappear and just throw all the responsibility on somebody else, sir. So he says, before the life of me, I can't figure out how you make subliminals for years, throwing shots at me, bringing me up, calling me a DB, etc. But now when I start whooping your SSA biblically, for one, he have to actually tune in for you to even be acknowledged. That man ain't worried about you. Besides, you constantly bringing him up. So he basically telling on himself, y'all, because he says, "Before the life of me, I can't figure out how you make subliminals for years, throwing shots at me, bringing me up, calling me a DB." Here's the thing: he can only go off of what your BM was telling him while he was in that marriage, sir. He didn't know who you were. Take your baby mama out of the situation, you and RH wouldn't even be having this issue going on because you would be a non-factor. The only reason why you even came into the conversation is because he met your baby mama and he took on the role of being a father to your kids. But you're taking out on him what you should be taking out on her. She's the one who brought y'all business to the internet, just like all the other men. That's what he's not realizing, y'all. He's not getting it. He's not getting it. So what you telling us is you held a grudge since them two was married, and you wait till they get divorced to want to respond to everything you feel like was thrown at you. I'm confused. Like it's you a day late and a dollar short, like the old people say. A day late and a dollar short. But you want RH to get over stuff. But you bringing up you quote old subliminals. I would have been throwing subs at you too. That's what people do, especially BMs. Most baby mamas throw subs at their baby daddies when they're non-existent. That's what happens. Like I don't know too many who don't. So, and you don't think he earned the right to throw a sub at you here and there, seeing as how he was providing for your 3 kids financially, not 1, not 2, but 3. That's a lot. You should have let that bounce right off your back, because you was living a life. You was 3 kids short over there, while that man was taking care of that responsibility. And she knew she didn't have to worry about nothing because of her husband. And I'm going to let y'all hear that from the horse's mouth. Okay? I got that clip. I'm going to let y'all hear straight from the horse's mouth. Just don't take my word for it. So, oh, Lord. Yeah, I'm up late, y'all. It's Friday. It's Friday. I ain't got no kids. Just me and my oldest son. And we going on a date tomorrow because y'all know I date my children. We do things. We do things together and separate. Other kids, they went to their grandma. They going to the fair and stuff. Okay, so where did I stop off? He says, but now when I read that part. Hoping one day you will see the light and repent and stop leading people the wrong path. Oh, and still sign that passport. Let them kids live life. Kids are kids. Did you forget that that's yours? Let me find out. Let me find out he forgot the 3 of them is his for my kids. As if RH got control over his children still too. First of all, okay, the fact that he even threw that back in there, it speaks to y'all. It's him thinking that he can lead this man somewhere, talking about hoping you will see the light and repent and stop leading people the wrong path. Do you not see your BM platform? You want to talk about leading people the wrong path? Sir, she is literally the poster child for everything you speak against on your platform on wickidiculousness. I don't even know I said that. She is the poster child for everything you speak against. Showing off your body, dancing all on the screen, doing this, doing that. You speak of your hatred towards women like that. Hello. Do you not see what goes on her platform? Come on now. He won't call it out though. He gonna sub her like crazy, but he won't come direct with it. Let me see. Hold on. You say, Pac, you up late and I'm late because I was eating crawfish, shrimp, and etc. Ooh, that sounds good. I want me some seafood. Hey, I'm chosen. Love you. Thank you, Brown Cat Eyes. You say keep doing all you do, Lupac. I have work in the morning. Good night. Good night, my girl. Good night. Okay, let me see where we at, y'all. Comments before we move on. The Saints turn into sinners. Yep. Hey to everybody that's coming in. Shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for being tuned in. Okay, so what was I saying? So he said, "Oh, it's still sign that passport. Let them kids live life, right? We ain't gonna, you know what? I'm not even gonna too much speak on that, but let's not act like, um, they try to push that issue as if it was some type of urgency, like they was gonna be going overseas or out the country during spring break, but they ended up right there in North Carolina, child. So he need to stop. He need to stop it because and it's been people who have did their research that pretty much let it be known that the passport should still be good and valid. Good and valid. So I don't even think it was about the passport, but let's kind of get into that with the contempt situation, y'all. So what he's failing to realize is that you would be considered third party. Let me tell you why, sir. So she makes a subliminal post about passports. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. So I can read it verbatim, y'all. Let's see. Hold on, y'all. Let me go to my Google Photos. Probably find it faster. So she posts any advice on how I can renew a passport for my child if the other person won't sign. Is there something the courts can do? Question mark. Question mark. I don't want my children to miss out on trips this summer, right? But let me tell y'all, that's gaslighting and manipulation because she knows that people gonna already know on social media who she's talking about because you got her and him, the first baby daddy, constantly faking it for social media like they have the best co-parenting situation and oh, it's just butterflies and rainbows over here. You know, we doing the dang thing when it comes to the cheering. So we already, and she's with Janash. So everybody can already know that she's talking about RH, right? But Sleepy, we're gonna give this credit to you, Miss Little Mr. Third Party. You decide that you're gonna make a post and let us know who she was talking about, right? So you say, and not to mention, you also made this post. He says, because it could have been easily, I ain't gonna say it could have been mistaken with her post because, like I said, we all knew who she was talking about. She didn't even have to say his name. Instead of she go to the courts to see what the courts can do, she gonna come at social media what the courts can do. Make that make sense. Validation. Okay. And also because she know that people are going to go ATTACK him under his comments for it. Just like they did. Just like they did. When she posted this, and then when Sleepy made it worse and made his post, guess what all the bees and this and that went through? All in his comments saying he's bitter. You don't want to let your child do this. And this is what I mean by he can't even parent his kids without people chiming in because he got two baby mamas that can't keep their business off the internet. But he's the bitter. He's the one that won't move on. Child, you cannot make this make sense. You cannot make this make sense. She holds, and here's the crazy part, y'all. She holds RH accountable for everything that bloggers do on social media. She thinks that, oh, I know he's putting a battery in 1,000 bloggers' bags. Because guess what, girl? It's a lot of people talking about you. It's a whole lot. You mean to tell me that people is out here? Okay, you mean to tell me that y'all say RH is broke, right? Y'all say he broke. He didn't file for the decrease. We all know, he's having it hard financially because they messed up his livelihood, right? How is he able to afford paying every CC or blogger that's talking about this story? Because when they say battery, it gotta mean financially. Because who gonna do that for free? We're literally getting paid through YouTube and Google AdSense. And last time I checked, my Google AdSense didn't say Robert Hampton. But where he getting that money from? Because listen, it's a whole lot. When I tell y'all they got people coming out the woodworks blogging on this, child, every time. And this is what she's not realizing. And I think she low key know this. She just want to put the blame on RH. It's because of you, ma'am. Because at this point, people barely talk about RH. They make mention to him for emotion or to bring relevancy to the story. Like when people say, oh, the ex-wife of LaTruth, Brianna Bell. They do that, They put his name on it to put that stank on it for the motion, for the clout, right? That's when they use his name. But other than that, you're in the headlines because of your action and what you bring to the internet. Just because you post and delete don't mean that people ain't seen it because it's still there. That's why people talk about her because she brings a lot of controversy. People like drama. People like toxicity. They like that. That's why you're going to forever be in the blogs as long as you keep doing it. And to say, oh, I've been quiet. Quiet? You was just outside of this man's house cutting up behind a 10K ring, barely 4 months ago. That's some crazy work. So, uh, like I said, she posted subliminally, any advice on how I can renew a passport for my child if the other person won't sign? Question mark. Sad face. Is there something the courts can do? Question mark. I don't want my children to miss out on trips this summer, right? She posted that. That was gaslighting and manipulation, like I said, y'all, because she knew what was gonna come from her posting something like this. But RH is the bitter one, right? He's the bitter one. So here's the thing. If you asking for advice on how the courts can do something, why not go to the courts? But she knows that they already settled this in court to where they both have to sign off on anything that pertains to baby girl because they're both 50-50 custody when it comes to her. It ain't just hold on. Oh, it ain't just her making decisions. That's what happens when you let them people in your business. When you take your business to the courts, you lose pretty much control over your own seed. Because now, guess what? They are going to orchestrate everything. And they're going to tell you what you got to do when it comes to your child. That's what happens when you put the people in your business. Right? So she said that. And then Mr. Sleepy put the icing on the cake for us by saying, ARH, sign that passport so that baby can travel the world. Since you said before you weren't doing something unless I do something, well, fam, I signed for my kiddos. That's a lie. Child, them children been going to Jamaica since before you woke up. Be thankful that these kids can travel the world and explore God's creation. They have been places I have never been. Let them make memories and enjoy the moment. Life is short. And he added a scripture. So that's that right there. And I don't know, did she comment under his post? I don't know if she commented, I don't know if she shared. I'm not sure. But that's what made you consider third party, sir. That's it. Because guess what? You can say, oh, I guessed who she was talking about in her post, but you pretty much put the stamp on it. And this is a part of their divorce decree to not be discussed on social media. See, it's different for me because I'm a blogger. Okay? I have no personal connection to none of these people. I ain't talking to no artists behind the scenes. I ain't talking to no Laonia behind the scenes. None of that. So when he decides that he wants to discuss it and let the world know who she was referring to, because like I said, she didn't put no names, even though we knew she was talking about her age. He put the icing on the cake, which made him third party. And we shall see what happens when that court date arrives. I will let you guys know what's what and what's what. Because he don't think he don't seem to think that he is third party, right? Yeah, he don't see. But child, the ones who get it, get it. If you know, baby. If you know, you know. Oh, and it says the defendant has violated the court order by publicly posting on social media. And then it says, regarding the issue of not signing for my daughter's passport. That was in the divorce decree, y'all. In addition, the defendant enlisted a third party who is her other children's father to post on his social media. That's what RH put in the paperwork. And this is Sleepy's post. He posted that. So, and what he's failing to realize is how we know she didn't enlist you because it wasn't your business to speak on it. You would be considered third party, sir, because you're directly attached to her. You have kids with her, and you brought it to social media. She brought it first, but you put the stamp on by putting his name in it, basically letting everybody know that she was talking about RH. That's what made you third party. I don't know how these child. Ooh, child. Things are gonna get easier. Y'all, what is wrong with these people, babe? I don't know, y'all. Anyways, let me see what y'all talking about so we can get up off of here. I'm ready to relax, baby. What time is it? 11:07? Yeah, it's time for me to get off, y'all. If I would have got on a little early, I would have stayed on for 2 hours, but I will be back live tomorrow. I'm gonna probably go live before or after me and my son go eat. My son wanna go to Olive Garden. And I ain't been there in a while. They used to be my favorite restaurant. But I ain't been there in so long. So hopefully it still tastes the same. Because I used to love me some Olive Garden, y'all. But my big baby said that's where he wanna go. So that's where we going. If we go early, then I'll be live after we get back. But if we go late, I'll be live before. It just depends. And then we'll do our big members live where I let y'all know everything. I'm gonna fill y'all in on all the receipts. It's a lot, y'all. It's a whole lot. It's a whole lot. But make sure y'all got the memberships for that members only live. Thank y'all for being tuned in, rocking out with your girl on this good old Friday. Shout out to y'all. I didn't think nobody was gonna really be up, but I forgot it's Friday, child. But I love y'all. Yes, y'all run them lights up. Y'all be doing me bad with the lights now. Y'all, we be consistent in here. I have a consistent audience, and y'all don't be hitting that like button, child. What is going on? It's free. It is free. Okay? It's free, y'all. But anyways, I love y'all, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye, y'all.
That goes by. People always ask me why black holes. Listen. Listen up, baby girl, shit, I'm about to let you know why I always gotta block hoes. Whoa, 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 whoa. They talking shit up in my comments. Yeah. They don't know, but I'm about to block them. Cause every day, I block hoes. They be being shitty, yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa. Cause you know I block hoes, baby. In different area codes, baby. You never know, but I block